I don't know how to describe it unless you've been in the situation. It's surreal. It happens to so many people, but you don't really believe it's gonna happen to you or a loved one until it does. Greg and I started dating in January of 1987. He was very charming. He had a lot of charisma, a really nice smile, just engaging. I'm Merle Fox. I am a mother. I'm a daughter. I am a widow. It's been a year since he passed away, February 16, 2016. The summer of 2011, he began having a lot of back pain. And he was on medications, and it got better, it got worse, but he was really starting to feel uncomfortable in a way he never had. So in December, they did a CAT scan, and they knew right away that it was pancreatic cancer. Pancreatic cancer, as you may or may not know, is one of the worst that you can get. If something is etched in my memory, I would say telling the kids was almost as bad as the actual diagnosis. And he couldn't be downstairs for that, so I just spoke to the four of them, and as bad as you can expect it to be, it was worse. It was like what you see in the movies, and it was just terrible. It was a nightmare. But then we all kind of regrouped and started working on a plan, and we went from there. We did look around because you have to. When you get a diagnosis that's terminal, you have to look around. But when you have Siteman in your backyard, you're pretty fortunate. So we went and met with them, and we knew right away that the oncologist was somebody that we were comfortable with, who was brilliant and smart and knew everything that was going on in the country and in the world. So at that point, we knew that we were at the right place. Siteman gave me hope in the way that he had a terrible diagnosis, he had a terrible prognosis, and they were extremely honest with us. They were extremely kind and compassionate, but at the same time, they were realistic with us. And we knew that this was not going to be something easily battled or easily beat. You know, they said, we will continue to work with him, and we will continue to fight right along with him until there's nothing left or he can't do it. And that's what they did. Literally till the last day, we were still talking about different things he could try. If Greg was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer a few years even before he was diagnosed, he would have not lived as long as he did. 4 years is not a long time, but in the pancreatic world, it can be a miracle. The treatments that they've come up with, all the research they're doing, he would not have lived 4 years without the work that they've done at Siteman and other places around the world. He never lost hope of that. I mean, at the very end, he was still talking about different ways that he could help. He still had full conversations. He was still talking about, well, if this doesn't work for me, can somebody else try it later on? He wanted everyone to have a chance that he wasn't going to have. I think of the doctors, the nurses, the scientists, and people that spend literally every waking minute trying to come up with a cure just to help people out there. I remember a night towards the end of his life when he was with 2 male nurses who, were around almost every night. He said to them, guys, you don't know who I am, but at another place and another time, I would love to be able to take you out for a beer and just thank you for everything that you've done, for seeing me through. My biggest goal would have been for Greg to survive. But I'm trying not to look back. I'll never forget him, but I'm very excited about what Siteman can provide in research and treatments moving forward, and that's where my focus is now. I think that he would be thrilled that there's people that are getting treatments that he got, but then so many more that are along the horizon right now. I know it meant more than I can say to him to know that he could be part of something that will continue to help and save other people's lives. We're sad. We miss him every day. But we really are okay. And because of him and his strength and his attitude, he allowed all of us to be strong as well. Once you've been touched by cancer, it doesn't mean you're not going to be touched again. You know, the game is not over for any one of us. It is, you know, cancer is alive and well right now. And, you know, my dream is that, you know, we kick its ass.
Woo! Come on, baby.
Love you.
Bye-bye. Peace.